show you, wait, let them see where it is over here. The three screens are laid out the way they are in the room. So there's your down button. That'll drop the middle one. In theory, a contact closure is supposed to drop that when we turn on the projector, but there you go. That's why we have the wall plates.
Okay.
The other thing, there's a very interesting amount of light control in these rooms. There's switches here and then they're over there. And because they're three-way, they get backward from each other. So up is off and up is down. And so there's a plate over here and there's a plate over there. And you got these flying saucers.
Yeah.
And I doubt if you want, I can show you how to turn our video lights on, because that will help at a low level to get better video out of the front here.
By video lights, what do you mean?
These big guys here, they were recycled from our drama department.
Oh, we have a bunch of those too.
Yeah, they can be too bright or just right.
Huh.
Okay, so now the next thing is to choose source. So tell it you want to see your laptop. And if you're, there you go. So now your Mac is showing up there.
Great. Hey, Stacy.
Hello.
And the part that's interesting is if you're going to have audio, you do have to have it activated because it doesn't know what your source is. And your actual volume control into the ceiling speakers is via this panel here.
Okay.
So this guy has to be tapped. Yeah. And go
So
ahead and
that's
see.
right.
You'll see when it's blue, it's kind of got the. Well, I guess he's going to stay on until you switch the whole thing on.
Okay, that's got some
Yeah.
heft.
So both, your volume control on your source, and
Right.
we've had people show up and they got no volume and they don't know why. Well, it's their own. But this here is the level, and if that should be like that, then, nothing. You're not going to get any sound at all.
Okay.
Fortunately, it blinks at you going, hey, I'm off.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm sure you'll see everybody, whatever they're playing, oftentimes the levels are different.
Yeah.
So you'll have to try to prejudge that.
So each of our helpers will come in and just pre-test that before, because we have 15 minutes between each session.
good.
So we'll do that.
Well, the other thing you're going to see is the way people use microphones can greatly, if they
Yeah.
chew on it, that's one thing. If they wave it around out here, then it picks up entirely differently. So,
Okay.
hi there.
How are you?
Are you with Q?
Yes, I am.
All right, great. So now, if you want, in this room, if you really would like to have all three projectors running, and the room is filled, then go ahead, I'll just show you how it works. So turn the other two on. There you go. And then once they're on, by default, they don't know what their source is either, so then you'll tell them to be laptop,
And you'll drop the screens for the other two.
Yeah.
And they're not going to drop. So.
It's kind of nice you could actually have your DocuCam stuff on one and your computer.
Right. Oh yeah, that is nice.
Like that option. Yeah. Finally, right.
Okay, here he is. Live from Temecula. This is our last helper.
There you go. So now you've got all three screens lit up, and it's only necessary to have one of them video or audio activated, because if you had three different sources, you need to choose, whereas otherwise you get a cacophony of noises. So,
Okay.
but in this case, since it's looking at only one source, it doesn't matter which one of these. But if none of them on, you wouldn't get audio. So. But we have a dock camera in here, and we've got DVD players and the computer, so we do have professors that often have three different sources running. It's kind of amazing. So that's the basics of the classroom control,
Okay.
and I guess you won't be using any other sources, probably. You're
There may
saying
be a few
all-
using dock cams, but I kind of doubt it.
Yeah, so
We
that
only had, I
device
think,
is
one
in here.
request for one, and it's not in this room.
It's not this room, yeah.
Oh, not even in here. Oh,
No.
okay. Yeah, so But this is how you choose your sources, and so this is the first starting point here.
Okay.
If you want to go here and say, go to essentially, yeah, I
this
don't think
computer.
they haven't programmed, well, that's funny, I thought they had, we did have a Cougar, black
the
screen.
logo,
Yeah, I don't know where, there's other guys that run this stuff, they're just not here today. Anyhow, if you wanted to blue it out temporarily, then you could, but as you can see, it's going like, I don't know what your source is here, so you do have to wake it back up again here.
Ah, okay.
It better, come on. Well, that's nice,
Yeah, it's better not to go to the logo.
because
It
they've
crashes.
taken that out, yeah. Have you seen this before then?
Yes, every time you go to the logo that you can't get back, you have to restart the system.
You're crazy.
Okay, so that's a good thing. Note to self,
touch the
don't
logo.
Yes.
touch the logo.
Yeah, I'm glad,
Try to go
Jonathan,
to a
I hadn't seen,
computer.
you sure it won't bring it back?
I'm pretty positive that,
Did Doug and Jacob know that?
I don't know.
That's nutso.
So where's the
It won't
reboot on
recognize
this?
It won't
anything.
ever come back? Oh,
Just turn 'em off.
jeepers. Yeah, well, there you go. So don't go to a blue screen, I guess.
I think there's enough manpower in here.
Who's got it?
So far,
If you wanna go to something else besides like the laptop, then just go to this computer and
Okay.
they'll display this, but it's, some presenters don't wanna give away, their notes or something.
yeah,
And so they don't want it to be up until they're in their presentation.
okay.
And of course, these projectors have to have their cool down cycle, and then they sit idle for a minute, and then they should come back on again.
And we're not, Bernie, we're not recording, we're not capturing anything.
Yes, we are.
Oh, we are.
That's why we're in
capturing.
this
Yeah.
room.
But
I'm
we
gonna show 'em
haven't,
how that works.
but we haven't talked, okay, good.
Yeah.
That's what I was.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
No,
I
It's
thought
happened to me
that,
every
well, we have
time.
a
I was
wonderful
hoping this
Cougar, a
time was
big
different, the
Cougar
logo,
cat
but-
logo.
Yeah, there used to
In fact,
be-
it even has the phone numbers, like, this thing isn't working, call this number.
And we don't need to be logged in, right?
No.
It will be, all the computers will be locked open tomorrow.
Right.
If you need anything on these systems, you won't have to log into any of them.
Okay.
Blinky lights on the projector means it's trying to
Heat up.
come back on again, yeah. Well, they really
Wake up.
don't like to be quickly cycled. It's still the main bugaboo with projectors. They aren't instant. Well, the new LEDs are, they're cool. They're not bright enough.
Right, yeah,
You can use
luminous.
them in a little conference room. That's about it.
You need a projector or a screen?
Tomorrow? I think so, yeah. If you want, I'll show you real quick something about the cameras, so. Okay.
There we go, back where we were. So that's good to know. I had no idea that flaw was into this thing. So then your other, there's two other screens you're gonna want to work in. The media site screen is essentially where in the past we would start and stop media sites and control the cameras, but these Crestron panels and the whole system have really given us fits over the years, and we don't really trust it. And I'm sure Jonathan's going to show some people in there how that works.
Okay.
But it captures, in this case, hello, wake up. There we go. So it's going to capture whatever is being presented on the laptop, and makes that part of the show, and then the live video is the other part.
So if it was just the instructor doing this themselves, they would have to be wary of when they want to switch between the laptop and the camera, is that correct? They have to do it
No,
themselves?
the way media site, have you seen finished media sites?
Not
I'm sure-
really.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess I have.
Yeah, they're melded together,
Right.
so they have the video and then the slides, but you can change how they capture and other things. In our case, they're always both there. The viewer then, when they're viewing it, they can change the screen sizes. They can go to full-size slideshow or full-size live video or side-by-side or bigger and smaller. And there you go. So in this case, though, as people are talking and advance through whatever they're showing on screen, then that's gonna get recorded. We'll show you in there how it's working. And, but in theory, you could start and stop there we go. So, this is the media site control panel, which is the box back in there. So it's floating this window here, which is the media site window. So you see, here's your Macintosh, and then here's what the camera is seeing.
Okay.
And
can you zoom in the camera? Can you zoom in the camera?
yeah, the cameras are PTZ. You can do all kinds of everything great with them. In fact, I'm sure he's going to be showing somebody. But they're excellent. They're standard def, but they're very nice cameras. So that's the media site portion. And then if you have any issues with volume control from the mic, the wireless mics are here. There's 4 of them. We can, if you would like, I can give you at least 2 handhelds if you'd like 2.
I think that would be the most we would need.
We pretty much have luck with them at the settings they're at. It's just that the people have to use it correctly.
Yeah.
These guys that wave it around, I mean, it's never, these are Beta 58 Shure mics, which are great for if you talk into it. The one advantage of them is they don't, you know, when you see rock shows and people pointing at the audience,
yeah.
it's not picking up anything.
Yeah.
They're not made for
all
that.
for show.
They're for singers to yell and scream into them.
Yeah.
Or drop them. You can use them for a hammer. Best microphones ever made.
Yeah.
But they don't pick up audiences yelling. It's funny. Anyhow, so this panel here, most of the day, though, I think you're going to be over in here, and I want to see now what Jonathan is showing. Are these people going to be here a lot,
Yeah, they're both
those guys?
going to be helping out.
Oh, good, good. We'll come in there and you'll see what this is all about. So are you going to be operating this side of the world?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yes, you
Yes.
Well, see, we have, we'll keep that. This is the camera that faces the audiences, but we never really capture the audience. So the cameras are switchable here as to which one you're controlling. This is a pan tilt zoom controller, cute little thing. The only thing that we often forget is this is the focus control. So this pans and tilts. See, I have this camera activated, 1, 2, 3, and the green light tells me that's the camera I'm controlling. So you can zoom in, you can move left and right, you can pan, tilt,